Have you ever felt like you've got a direct line to God's voicemail? You pray, you pour out your heart, you ask for something you truly believe is good, and then, crickets. The days drag into weeks, the weeks into months, and that silence starts to feel heavy. It's frustrating. It can even make you start to wonder, God, are you even listening to me? Most of us think of that waiting period as just a frustrating delay. But what if I told you that the silence isn't an absence? What if that waiting room is actually God's workshop? Today, let's talk about the unexpected, powerful blessings that are forged in us, not when God finally gives us what we want, but while we wait for it. That feeling of being unheard is one of the toughest parts of walking with God. We live in a world of same-day delivery and instant downloads, so waiting on God can feel unnatural, almost like we're being punished. We start to doubt His goodness, or worse, His presence. We look at our situation and think, if God really loved me, He would fix this. Right now. The struggle is real, and it's a pain the Bible talks about over and over again. But the Bible also invites us to ask a radical, what if? What if waiting isn't just sitting around? What if it's one of the most active things we can do spiritually? In the book of Ephesians, believers are told to stand firm multiple times. It shows that waiting on God is a posture of strength, of toughing it out, not of doing nothing. The Bible completely redefines patience. It's not just gritting your teeth and getting through it. In Galatians, patience is called a fruit of the Spirit, which means it's a supernatural quality that the Holy Spirit actually grows in us. One person put it this way, biblical patience is God-given restraint in the face of opposition. It's not about our own strength, it's His strength helping us hold on. So, waiting on the Lord isn't about doing nothing, it's about actively trusting His timing while we keep on obeying, keep on serving, and keep on praying. It's a confident hope based on who we know God is. And it's in that active, trust-filled waiting that God does some of His deepest work in us. There's maybe no greater story of waiting in the Bible than David's. As a young man, the prophet Samuel anoints him to be the next king of Israel, a direct promise from God. So what happens next? He doesn't get a crown, he gets a spear thrown at his head. He spends the next decade of his life on the run, hiding in caves, and fighting for his life against the very king he's supposed to replace. Can you imagine the prayers David must have prayed during those long, lonely years? God, you promised. Where are you? Why is this happening? And yet, it was in that agonizing wait that the shepherd boy was forged into a king. And it's where we find our first unexpected blessing. If David had been handed the throne right away, he might have been arrogant, entitled, and completely unprepared for the pressure of being king. But the wilderness became his training ground. He had two clear chances to kill King Saul and take the throne for himself, and both times he refused. He learned mercy, humility, and to depend on God's justice, not his own. This is exactly what the New Testament talks about. The book of James says that when our faith is tested, it produces perseverance. And we should let perseverance do its work so we can become mature and complete. Then, Romans 5 tells us that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. The delay isn't God denying the promise, it's Him developing the character we need to handle the promise. God is more interested in who we are becoming than in what we are getting. The waiting period strengthens our spiritual muscles in a way that instant answers never could.